Okay, we're gonna pick these good mother beans, what we've got of them. There's still a lot of bloom, there's still a lot of growth coming on, but some of them are ready to pick. Now what we're gonna pick is gonna be the yellow. We picked a few before and we picked them a little green, and we found out real quick that you want to get to this stage where it's yellow. They're still soft and flexible, and that's the stage we want to get to pick. But this is that is about right in my opinion from what I've found. That way it shells very easy. And then you come up with a very pretty bean, a very large bean, and that is supposed to be for like a soup bean. So we're going to try that out, give it a taste test here before too long, and we'll let you know how that works. Dump these back in this bowl. It looks like we've got a gross weight, not counting the bowl, about 11 ounces. Not a lot, but these are horticulture bush beans. And the ones that turn colors, we don't want to pick them green. If they're a little dry, that's okay. Real dry ones we may sort out. But we're going to pick them all. All the ones that are ready, we won't pick the green. Now what I'm looking for is this right here. If you can see that, it's still pliable, and that's what I can shell now and put up. The other beans you can pick off this is going to be dried. It's completely dry. It's brittle. And that's okay. You can use these as dried beans. They will store. Just get them out of the shell, make sure they are completely dry, and then you can store them that way, or rehydrate them in some water, cook them down a little bit, and then you can can them. What you do not want to get is a bean that has started to dry and it's touched the ground. It's been sitting on the ground, it's been wet. They may look okay on the inside, but I would not use that bean because it's starting to, because it is still moist. It's been dry, and now it's re-moistened. So what you're going to get is a bean that's going to sprout if you do that. And sprouted beans are okay, but you want to do it under controlled circumstances. You don't want to do it out in the field like this. And it's set on the ground and got moist through rain or something, because they're starting to sprout like this one is. See it? Now, another thing you can do with the beans that are sprouting, maybe they got wet, you just don't trust them. I've still got enough growing time that I can replant these. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to replant these beans in this raised bed that I just cleared out this morning with the old broccoli and some of the other breasts, the onions, broccoli, the other things that I cleared out. So that's what we're going to do, plant these. (10 to 18 inches apart). Now one reason I'm planting the beans here is because this is going to add nitrogen to this soil, and since this mix that I bought has got a lot of wood chips in it, the nitrogen will help break those down. So that's going to help break those down. It's going to add nitrogen to the soil, which a lot of it's going to be absorbed by these wood chips to break down. But hopefully I'll get another crop of beans right here. All right, let's see what happens. £1. All right, let's get that leaf out of there. We don't want to weigh it. Now we're weighing dried and just ripe beans that are still moist. And what I'm doing is getting this up to a pound and dumping it. 12.7, 14.1, 15.4. 1 pound. That makes 2 pounds. All right, I'm at the bottom of the bucket. 5 pounds, 9.9 ounces. We're a little low there, so we're gonna call it 5 pounds, 10 ounces. Whew. It is a hot July day out here. Cooler than some. It's about 85, but the humidity is way up there. It's 99, 100% somewhere in there. So you do not cool by evaporation in this type of humidity. And if you don't have that type of humidity, you've got other problems, so it's okay. We just deal with what we got. Now we've harvested a lot of stuff today. We've harvested some good mother beans, soup bean, harvested some horticulture beans. We have harvested some haste tomatoes, and we're going to do some more harvesting out here. I try to keep track of the weight of my garden. I had one year when I had 500 plus pounds of produce out of my garden, and that was a good year. That's probably the best year that we've had producing produce. This year we hope to top May. We're not going to get a lot of stuff in May out of our garden unless it's an early crop, your cold weather crop. Broccoli, kale, cauliflower, lettuce, carrots, things like. We didn't get a lot of that because I didn't get a lot of that planted in time, and out here we wasn't quite ready. The landscape fabric we were putting down and getting ready, so we didn't get a lot of that out. We raised beds. The soil we used was about the cheapest thing we could buy. We tried to supplement it enough, but it had a lot of wood chips in it, and it just didn't do well. We did get some produce off of it. In May we got about 7.5 pounds. In June, it's still going to be the cool weather crops that's coming in, and we got about 9 pounds or so out of that because April 15th is our average last frost date, so we can't put any beans or anything like that in the ground until that date or after. And of course we didn't get them all in the ground in that day, so good year. If we get a lot planted, we will start harvesting beans and some of the warm weather crops that grow quicker towards the end of June, but this year it staggered out a little bit. So we got about 9.5 pounds, 9 pounds, 9 ounces, I think, in produce out of the garden in June, which was disappointing to me. And I was going to do this every month, give you a total of our crop weight and what we're getting off there. But when I hit that 7 pounds and then that 9 pounds, I'm thinking, oh man, I'm not going to do this. But it is what it is, and I'm going to tell you what it is. We're going to be honest and upfront. You're going to see our successes. You're going to see our failures, and we're going to have them. We're going to have them. But here in July, we are starting to get a lot of things. We've had 4 pickings off our green beans, so we've got several pounds off of that. You've seen some of the poundages we've got off today of the good mother beans, the horticulture beans. As soon as July is over, quickly after that, I'm going to try to get you a total on what we got out of our garden as far as produce in July. Now this is raw produce, it's not processed, but it gives you an idea of what we're going to get. As always, count your blessings every day, and even in the hard times. The loss of my grandson Liam, I never knew you could hurt so bad, and even with that, I've still been blessed. I've been blessed with people, thoughts and prayers, and trying to help out, and just coming up to you and giving you a hug. And I'm going to tell you something. Even a little note on Facebook or something that you're praying for, that you're thinking about us, that helps. I'm going to tell you, every one of them help. So we just keep doing that. We still need prayers. But count your blessings every day. Like I said, even through this, I've still got blessings that I can't even count, can't even keep up with. And if you take and you count your blessings every day, you'll find you are blessed well beyond measure. And yes, I still am blessed well beyond measure. Goodbye, Willie Farms. Y'all have a good day. God bless.